Is the name Nickelodeon demonic? According to some, the name Nickelodeon is a Latin phrase that means it does not care about God, if we remove the N, thus making the phrase Nick Kelo Deo. This claim is simply bizarre and has many issues with it. Firstly, the word Nick in Latin means nothing, as it is not a Latin word. Some have placed this into devices such as Google Translate. The only problem is the software is making a mistake. When a person writes Nick, it is simply registering it as a Latin word that is nil. It assumes the person mistyped and misinterprets it as an actual word. The same thing happens if you write kiba into it. Kiba is not a Latin word, but kibus, meaning food, is. For the word kelo, again, this is not an actual Latin word. It just registers it as kuro, meaning I care. With the nick, it interprets it as non, simply writing I don't care. Finally, the person is actually correct about deo. It is indeed a Latin word that means God. However, the case of it would make this phrase completely nonsensical. Deo is in the dative case, not the accusative. In Latin, there are 5 primary cases: the nominative, the accusative, dative, genitive, and ablative. What we're going to be looking at specifically today is the nominative, accusative, and dative. The nominative is the subject of a sentence. Say, the pig gave an apple to the teacher. The subject is the pig. The accusative is the apple, for the nominative is being acted on it. The teacher is the dative, as the accusative is going to it. In this sentence, Nick Kelo Deo, assuming Nick and Kelo actually mean I don't care, which again does not, it would have to be in the accusative case to make any sense. The nominative in this sentence would be I, for that is what the subject is. God would be the accusative, for the person is acting on God. The word deo is in the dative case, not the accusative, which is deum. Thus, assuming this claim is even true, the phrase would simply be nonsensical. To make this claim even worse, Nickelodeon does actually have a meaning, but not a Latin one. The name comes from Nickelodeons, which are theaters or jukeboxes where one pays a nickel to listen or watch. This is why we see the word nickel in Nickelodeon.